Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Day One Dev. Uh, the current job I'm going to talk about are GitHub Actions using MVN and Xray. So I'm going to show you the job and I'm going to rerun the job. You can see here I did a couple of tries and don't worry, we're going to show up one more job here. All right, so you can see here I'm rerunning the entire job and let's kick in the job and you can see the entire action items it's going to be. So let's get on the pipeline. As I stated in my previous videos, you'll have JFrog set up in your pipeline. Then we're going to have a checkout a code. And I'm setting up a JDK here, Open JDK using Amazon Corrato. And after that, I'm just printing out the software, what all I have it here. And then I'm doing a first step is a audit. So I do want you to guys remember that as I should be calling out. Let me open this file so I can show you what audit is going to be. So that makes more easier from a pipeline perspective. You can, if you come to my project on a public repository, you should see a readme.md file, which is a new. And as part of this project, you can see Maven part, where we're going to do the audit first, then we're going to build it, then we're going to do a scan. You can see here, if you zoom in, you should see this. And then after that, you should see there's a standard as part of MVN, we are doing it, then we're going to do a build scan. So this is what two stages we're talking about. So if you see here, audit is going on and it takes some time. So be patient. So it's about an 1 minute to 1.5 minutes it takes about. So once it's done, then you can see here's 1 minute, 3 seconds. And it should show up our 2 MVN. We can see all the stuff. So it's running a lot of audit part. It's doing it on your package. So once this is done, the build should be pretty fast. There you go. We are pretty fast. It's moving, right? So once this, let's give a few minutes. I think it's done pretty much at thread 2. It should be any minute. The job should be complete. Because based on my previous experience, I think the job should be done in less than 2 minutes. And by the time let me show you the pipeline which we talked, maybe I did put a timeouts. Sometimes what happens is if you're on a SaaS environment and if you're the SaaS and background, if you opted for to upgrade, it gets on a lot of things will be rolling out a new updates on your side. So if you see here, I do have a timeout for 15 minutes. So if something goes wrong, the job will fail. Doesn't mean that it's something issue with your job. There might be sometimes on a background Xray product has been upgraded if you're on a SaaS. So rerun the job, you should experience that the job should be back. So now you can see here the build is going on, Xray is successful. And as part of Xray, which I want to show you one part, which makes okay. This is what I know. This is two trimmed version. You can see all your Xray vulnerabilities, what has been called out. Like for example, there is a package test containers using a direct dependency of your common Apache logs. I think it's a compression file it's calling out. It calls out a CVV. That's a one beauty I like than this product. It's not only pointing it and it's also pointing out a Xray ID number and where is a impact dependencies has been called out. So this is the one beauty I like it. And you can also see that this issue, I think this is a recreated from 1.24. This is coming in and this issue has been resolved and the Spring Boot guys has to upgrade as part of their project in 3.3.4 Spring Boot or the higher one. Somehow they should use this 1.26. So similarly, you can see multiple places there's been called out. And one of example is another one is a XML unit. They're using it 2.9.1 and this issue has been resolved in 2.10.0 based on this CVE. So there's a one like really great product compared to other what I've seen it, the details what they call out. And coming to SAST, I can also see that if you're an advanced security, you're using a JFrog product, this also calls out. Right, and now let's see our job. Okay, now build is creating. I think it's downloading a lot of charts from Artifactory. You can see this, all the packages are coming from Artifactory. So it should finish it any minute, the job. Okay, so meanwhile, we can go back to, okay, perfect. The Xray scan is kicked in. And this is also like this feature because after you're done, it gives you all the vulnerabilities list and you can see all the stuff. And now published environment variables. This is we already discussed, collected some environments, and this GitHub repository information to be broadcasted. And now I published a build. Now I'm doing some indexing on my side, making sure that everything is done. This is an optional. This is not required most of the time. And I'm doing a query of my build information just for purpose. It gives me all this JSON. And if you are using some tools, you can export that and you can put it on the. So after this is done, and let me call out, okay, you're setting some properties, build scan is successful. Let's see, there should be a job here. Let's me refresh. It should be Xray, the third instance, it should be there. There you go, there are three here. There's a job, it's been created. You can see the timestamp. It's a good. And I hope you have seen this one. And YAML file I did called out, as I said. Look into this job, and finally it should see a summary. The entire job has been created, successfully completed, and you can see this putting all this stuff using OIDC. And if you're using Xray, this is the one which I want to call out. If you've seen my previous video, they did not show all the security as saying that is a job has been not executed. But once the security has been enabled, you see this kind of a stuff where you can see three SCS, two medium, one low, and you can click it and you can see all this information. Right? I hope you seen this something new today, and please subscribe to J1 Dev, and I'll see you in the next video.